Welcome to the garden. Today I've got a quick update for you on my jade propagation experiments. These are common jade, or Crassula ovata. This jade plant has a branch that's really overhanging, so we're going to cut that back today, propagate that as a stem cutting, and take a whole bunch of leaf cuttings as well. I'm cutting this back all the way to this new point of growth, but we'll go out from that just a little bit, about 1 centimeter, just so it has a chance to heal. Make a nice clean cut, and that looks pretty good. Now with our stem cutting here, I like to just propagate the tops. So we'll cut it right here where it starts to curve. Now we'll strip away these leaves so that we can bury them all the way up to here. I like to pull down. It seems to be a fairly natural motion. And if you can get a clean break like that, that's perfect. And we want to be gentle here because the stem gets fairly fragile. But if I can just put some downward pressure on the leaf, it should pop right off. And this is going to be a beautiful cutting. We can plant it all the way up to here, burying all this stem, and it can grow roots anywhere along here. But we want this to heal for at least a day or two. All these shiny new open wounds need to callus. And then we can go ahead and plant it out. Or we can use my little trick, plant it in dry soil today, and then water it in the next couple days. We'll just dig a little hole for our stem, get it nestled in exactly how you like it, centered and balanced, and then I'm just going to backfill it around. These leaf cuttings are even easier. We can just set them out on the soil. Or if you like, you can actually bury a little bit of this stem part. So to save space, we'll just load up our container. We have 2 old ones here. This one has calloused, but has yet to grow roots. So we'll just nestle that in the soil. And this one back here looks like it actually has a couple roots. So they grow the roots directly out of the calloused portion. And that's also where the new growth comes from too. That's cool that the roots have a little pink tip. It's kind of interesting. What the heck is that? That looks like mold or something. Yeah, that could be mold. Wow, that is very strange. It's really incredible what you can see when you really get up close. So these leaf cuttings have been growing for about 8 or 9 months. I took these last October. There we go. That's a happy cutting right there. Woohoo! Yahoo! I've lined them up kind of from worst to best. So this one is really struggling. I don't see any roots, but it has new sprouts. Then we have a couple with decent roots, but no sprouts. Then these ones all have new plants. And some of them look really good. This one at the end is just extraordinary. I don't know what's going on here. So I might plant this one out separately because it's just so unique. So you can propagate your jade by individual leaves. I think the stem cuttings though root a little bit faster and you get a brand new plant a little bit quicker. I found a couple things I think will make an interesting tiny pot. This is a plastic Easter egg and a cap from a 1-gallon jug. So I'm going to try and tuck that root underneath and we're just going to nestle it underneath that soil. You'll notice some of the leaves lower down are white because those were actually underground. I think this could actually use a little pinch of soil on top just to cover up a little bit more. That is just strange, isn't it? Kind of looks like a futuristic toilet with this thing up there. Oh, that's so funny. Now I'm just going to water this in and I'll probably check on it every couple days because these tiny pots can really dry out quickly. So now I'll just let these heal over the weekend, and next week we can come in and water. And hopefully, all our little leaf cuttings and stem cuttings will grow up into big, beautiful jade plants. So I hope you give this a go in your garden. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.